Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I Yesterday when I did this, had some trouble getting the Facebook comments to show up over here. But I went to the StreamYard. They have a StreamYard community Facebook group, and so I went over there and I just said, "Hey, haven't streamed in a couple of months." And when I went to do my stream this morning, I wasn't getting the Facebook comments come through StreamYard, which we'll wait and see if they. Usually they take longer than the other ones anyway. And I don't see any of them. I don't see anybody commenting over there yet. So, in fact, is it even started over there? Oh, great. That may not even be. It don't look like that one's even working. Maybe it won't work at all today then. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Um, but anywho, I thought I had it fixed because the guy told me, he says, yeah, you just need to reconnect. Let's see if, let's see. Oh, like that one's even working. Yeah, I guess it is. Maybe it won't work at all today then. Oh, shut up, Dave. Yeah, I guess it is working. That's the one from yesterday. Yeah, okay, it says it's live. Okay, yeah. Is that? No, I was trying to see if I got a Facebook comment. We'll see. Ryan Ballard says, I got a Facebook notification that you were live. Okay. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. I don't think anybody's commented over there yet, so it may take a minute. Let me turn that off. Yeah, I just don't think I've got any comments over there yet. But if anybody's watching over there on Facebook, put a comment down there and we'll see if it pops up. But welcome. You can probably hear Jack. He's right down here slurping, licking on himself and stuff. He decided to come sit down and do that right when I got ready to go live. So um, he'll stop here in a minute, I guess. Before I get going too far here, I'd like to tell you about this email I got this morning. It's the craziest thing. I see I'm getting some notifications about people liking that over there on Facebook, but nobody's left a comment yet, I don't guess. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, let me tell you about this email I got. In fact, I might show the screen. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for showing this picture or not because it's crazy. But I got this email, and the subject of the email says, your summer is about to get sweeter. So I probably shouldn't have clicked on it, but I clicked on it. And it's got this picture that's just, and it says, sugar, in big print here, it says, Sugar Mama delivers the summer sweetness you crave. Yeah, I'm not making this stuff up here. That's what it says. It says extremely sweet, juicy, deep pink flesh. And of course, it's got a picture there that's just making my mouth water. But I hope I don't get in trouble for showing you this, but I'll show you what it is. Right there, I got a company there wanting me to sell me some watermelon seeds. So, see, I told you I wasn't making it up. Some of y'all probably need to get your mind out of the gutter, though. I can tell you that much. I thought that was funny. Sugar Mama delivers the summer sweetness you crave. Yes, she does. And it did make my mouth water looking at that big old watermelon right there. All right, enough of that. Let's see. I still don't see any Facebook comments popping through. So, what have I got going on here? Yeah. I guess I've totally jacked Facebook here. I don't know what what in the deal is going on with that, because it is not. You don't look like that. Oh, wait a minute. Now there's some. Maybe it won't work at all today. Hold on. Let me shut him up over here. Okay, it's not working again. I guess what I'm going to end up having to do is delete that destination to Facebook and try to reconnect it again or something. So, because I see Zach Manring's over there. How you doing, Zach? Southern Ginger Workshop. Paul Camp is over there. Janet Moore, how you doing, Janet? Good to see you. I'm going to try to get this fixed. I don't know if I can fix it right this minute or not. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I guess I will have to. Janet says lots of buffering and freezing, Dave. Okay, is it doing the same over on YouTube? I can't tell because I don't see it doing any buffering and stuff here. Anyway, we'll get all these kinks worked out. You know, I haven't done this in a couple of months or so. So, got to get the cobwebs knocked out of this thing, I guess. I'm just surprised I could remember how to do the buttons, right? Thomas Graham says, thanks for getting back on. We missed you. Well, thank you. Ryan says, YouTube is good. No buffering here, says LB Sharp. YouTube working fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Like I said, when I look over on Facebook, I mean, I'm sitting right here looking at it, and it's broadcasting fine to Facebook, but for some reason, the comments are not coming through StreamYard like they always used to. So I don't know what's up with that. I'll figure it out eventually, or they'll figure it out, one of the two. Anyway, Richard Latchaw's over there too. He says, I bounce in and out of the gutter all the time. Yeah, I've seen your posts on Facebook. I know, Rick. I was going to tell you something else too. Oh, for those, now this might not mean anything to some of you folks. You're going to think, who in the heck are you talking about? But today is Gary Varvel's birthday. If you don't know who Gary Varvel is, he is, well, first of all, I went to school with him. He was, I think, a year younger than me. But I grew up, going to school with him. He was on my Little League baseball team way back in the day. And he has been for many, many years now. He's famous to me. He may not be famous. Some of you guys may never heard of him. But he does those editorial cartoons for the, I guess, Janet helped me. Is it the Indianapolis Star? Is it still the Indianapolis News or Indianapolis Star? I don't know if they've changed the name of that paper there. But anyway, happy birthday to Gary Varvel. I'm sure he's probably not going to be watching this, but happy birthday to you anyway. And he's kind of a big deal, folks. I think he is anyway. So let's see. Okay, Paul, it looks like he's moved over here to YouTube. Clyde's dragging in here. How you doing, Clyde? Good to see you. Let's see if I miss anybody up here. Klondike's here. Rob Schuster's in the house. Gary Hammett. Wilson Rubottom. Let's see, Bruce Foley's here from Snowy, Montana. All right, Kevin Ells. Good to see you, Kevin. Looks like the usual suspects here. Jesse from JJ Woodshop. Paul Stewart. LB says it's 51 degrees in Geronimo. Okay. All righty. Yeah, no. Yeah, Facebook's always been slower, I think, than the other. Okay, Janet. So I'm having to read her comments since I can't show them since she's over there on the Facebook. She says just the Indianapolis newspaper now, I think. Okay. Larry Duggar's also over there on Facebook. Good to see you, Larry. I don't know what it is. It just really makes me mad that stupid Facebook stuff is not working. But I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get any of this to. I may screw it up playing around with it while it's live, but anyway. Don't know why that's not working. I'll just probably start from scratch, delete it all the way off, and redo it, and then we'll do it again tomorrow and see if it works. But it used to work good with Facebook and YouTube. But got my boy on my cup here. Y'all may have noticed that. And on this side, this is one of those small cups. I got one of my favorite pictures of both of them. Can't even hardly see Jack because he's so black. But anywho, what's that there, buddy? He said he's going to look out the window a while now. I really don't have much to talk about, like I ever did. There's, like I mentioned yesterday, I pretty much have quit watching TV. I turn it on a little bit in the morning to get the. Hey, there's Mr. Latchaw. He's over here on the YouTubes now. Janet says, nice cup. Thank you, Janet. I got a couple of them. This is the small, what is this, 11 ounce, I think. And then I've got some of the bigger 15 ounce. So I got a ton of pictures of him that I'll probably be making some more stuff. But Paul asked if I'm still flying, and he's talking about the flight sim stuff. No, I haven't done that in a long time. I tell you what got me frustrated, and I just pretty much quit. I'll click on it every once in a while just to let it load and get the update so I can stay current. But I haven't done anything. But what really ticked me off is I started, I watched a lot of other live streams where they were doing stuff. And this one guy that I like to watch, he's really funny. He was always flying a Mooney. And it looked like a cool thing. You could set it up with I just liked the way the controls were and stuff. So anyway, right about the time, it was one you had to purchase. It wasn't that one that came with it free. It was like $30 or something. I'm like, yeah, I like that. I'm going to get that. So I got it. And then right after I got it, they had an update with Flight Simulator, and it screwed that plane up, and it wouldn't work. It was like, as soon as you go to click on it, you bring it up. As soon as you go click on one thing, it would crash the desktop. And so I said, all right, screw it. So every week I would open it up, try it. And as soon as it crashed, I'm like, all right, I'll try again next week. Maybe they'll fix the bug. And probably a couple of weeks or so ago, I don't know, I lose track of time. I clicked on it, and of course I hadn't opened it in weeks, so I was way behind on the updates, and it got all updated and everything. And clicked on that, and it was going to work. But I didn't, by then I'm like, I'm just, I've been so out of it so long now, and it's still officially winter, but it's spring here in Georgia as far as I'm concerned. So I got stuff to do. I don't have time to sit here and play. so that was kind of a long answer, wasn't it? But yeah, no, so I'm not playing with it really. I maybe, I'll save that for when it's the dead of winter and it's too cold to get out and do anything else. Wilson wants to know, is my garden all ready for planting? I'm working on it. We have, I follow the Farmer's Almanac for any of you guys that are into the gardening thing. Whenever I do a garden, I don't do them all the time, but when I do, I always try to follow the Farmer's Almanac. And you go by the last average last frost date or whatever. And for my area, and from what I can understand, I'm in zone 8A, I think is what mine is. And I didn't even know they had A and B. I just thought it was all 1 through 10 or something like that. But anyway, they tell me I'm in 8A. And so the last, I got my stuff printed right here. As a matter of fact, this is, you can see it says Farmer's Almanac. And so it says, on average, your last spring frost occurs on April 12th at McDonough, Georgia. You go to that website, farmersalmanac.com or whatever, put in your zip code, and then I printed out all this stuff, and it tells you when you should start seeds indoors, when you need to transplant the seedlings, or plant outdoors. And it's got 2 different ways of doing it. You can either do it based on the frost dates, and then they also have a little picture of a moon here. It says where you can base on the moon dates, which is by the Farmer's Almanac. So according to the stuff I'm doing, I've bought some, I got a bunch of seeds right here. I'll be starting these in the little seed, what do you call them? Starter trays or whatever. I'll be doing that next Monday, the 15th. That's when I'll be doing, and I've got, let's see, not the pumpkins. I have to wait on those, but I've got some summer squash, zucchini, some cucumber, some onions, and lettuce here. And those will be planted in the little starting tray things next Monday. Now, last Monday, I've already started. Let me say hello to some folks here, because if I can't show your comments over here on StreamYard, for some reason Facebook's not working, but I see Chris Moore over there. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you. Doug Sisk says he dropped in for a minute. Good to see you, Doug. George Rothfuss. Good to see you guys. But getting back to the thing, last Monday I did some 2 different kinds of tomato seeds and some banana peppers. And they're in like a small little starter tray thing. The tomatoes have already come up. The peppers have not popped up yet, but according to the thing, they take longer than the tomatoes. It's like 10 to 21 days or something. But the tomatoes, I think I planted them on Monday, and they were already popping up that Friday or Saturday, I think. But they're probably about that tall right now. So yeah, the garden is not all ready for planting, but I'm going ahead and getting seeds started in the trays. Let's see. Paul says, that's okay. It's just good to see you back in front of the camera again. I don't know why you guys like this coffee session so much because don't really talk about much anything. Rick wants to know, how big is your garden, Dave? Uh, well, you probably didn't watch that last video I put out, Rick, but I I don't really have a good spot. I mean, the only spot I had was taken up by my deck because I had built a huge deck all across the back of my house. But what I did is I took apart the lower part of my deck, and that's a good sunny spot. And I had a hot tub there. I built a platform, set the hot tub on it, and built the deck around it. And I haven't been in that hot tub probably 2 or 3 years, maybe longer than that. So, but the garden size, Clyde says, yeah, I think 24 by 20. It might be that big. It might be closer to 24 by 20 because the farther I go away from the house, the more it's going to be in the shade because I have huge trees. I know you guys haven't been here, but I have huge trees in my backyard. So the sun barely, in the summertime, it's barely above the tops of those trees. So that's why, hey, there's my roving reporter dropping in. Good to see you, buddy. I'll have to get all my gardening tips from Mr. Sis there because he's quite the gardener. I've seen his pictures of his stuff. He always has a good one. But yeah. So anyway, it'd probably be, if I could make it 30 or 40 feet from the thing, but that part the farther out I go away from the house, the more it's going to likely be in the shade and not get as much sun. So, and we'll see how it goes. This may not work either. I think it will, because I had some raised garden beds before I took the deck down, and they were in front of the deck, and they got enough sun I could grow stuff, but I had trouble with being down on the ground like that. I had trouble with them. Birds and squirrels getting stuff. So I'm trying to come up with a plan. I may get some kind of a bird feeder and just use that, put it somewhere on the other end of the yard, hopefully trying to make it so easy for them to go get stuff there, they'll leave the garden alone. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's fun to do anyway, and it's not like I'm trying to, feed a big family. If I can just get a good fresh tomato once in a while, I'll be happy. So Larry says he's been busy every day fixing since the snowvid here in Texas. Busted pipes, down tree limbs. Just got the water pump changed a few days ago. All our shrubs are dead too. Yeah, I seen the pictures you posted, Larry. You had a mess there. A pretty good mess. Jim Senecola's in the house. How you doing, Jim? Yeah. So I'll welcome any and all gardening tips. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on different stuff now. But the thing about it is, when you watch something about gardening on YouTube, depending on what zone and stuff they live in, it may not really be relevant at all to what you're trying to do in your location. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to get some. I used to have a good garden back when I lived in Conyers, back in the old days when I was married. Lived in Conyers. We had my daughter. All my kids were young then, so my daughter wanted a rabbit. Stupid rabbit. She wanted a rabbit, so we got a rabbit. Called him Thumper, and I had to build a little rabbit cage and all that. So I built it, And of course, you know, rabbits love to poop, and they poop all the time. So I had him down, kind of down towards one corner of the yard, and I'm like, you know, I kept looking because every time he'd do his business, you know, it'd fall through the cage, and it'd be like a huge pile of stuff up under his thing. And I thought, you know, all that good stuff there, I'll probably try to start a garden. So man, I got out my rototiller, cranked it up, plowed up a spot, shoveled that stuff, threw it on there, and then got the tiller back out and worked it in, you know. And man, that soil, it was as black as that mouse right there. And man, we had some good stuff. Had some good stuff. Yeah. Rick says, one year I planted corn. I never ate the first ear because the raccoons had a field day. Yeah. Jesse says, I was thinking of doing a garden this year. I usually till and plant late March. Yeah. I'm not sure. I guess maybe you're probably farther south than I am. Like I said, our average last spring frost is April 12th. So just about time for my little timer to go off here. Let's see here. Jesse says we can our own tomatoes and jalapeno peppers. Yeah, I hope I get some stuff to. I don't know about I don't really know much about canning, but I guess there's enough YouTube videos I could learn. One thing I would like to get that I thought was pretty cool is these dehydrator things. Anybody have one of those? That looks pretty cool. The things they do with this, with a dehydrator. So, and they're not that much. I think you can get a pretty decent one for, I don't know, $200 or $300, something like that. So, yeah, Jesse said ours was February 28th. Yeah, you must have you must be a lot farther south. Let's see here. I'm having to look back and forth here. Marcelo, sorry came late. Hope everything is coming well. Yeah, it's doing. No complaints here. No complaints here. Weather's beautiful. Troy says he's got a dehydrator. Make venison jerky. Let's see. I can't show these comments, but I'll read them because I see some over here. Let me go back. Doc Whitaker's in the house over there. How you doing, Doc? George says, Dave, the coffee session is total irreverence. However, I love to sit in and hear. So I guess you don't care what I talk about, basically. Janet says, my daughter also had a thumper. Nasty, nice bunny, but nasty. Yeah, they're okay. But you know how it is, like back then, it's like, oh, I want a bunny. So you get them one, and then they never, it's not something else for me to take care of. So Short says he used to do gardens. My defense to frost was a roll of plastic that saved many crops. Yeah. See, my first thought was when I take that deck down and make that room, and I may still do it, I don't know. Was thinking about taking the deck apart and then using that material and build I guess you'd call it like a greenhouse with the clear plastic polycarbonate panels and stuff. But then I thought, after I got the deck apart, I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm just going to do a garden right here and we'll see how it does. And I could always put a small greenhouse somewhere else to try to extend things further into the season, because I could get sun at the greenhouse once the leaves are off the trees. So I could put it someplace where I couldn't put the garden. Let's see. I guess I got caught up with the. Yeah, I guess I'm caught up over there. It's still bugging the heck out of me about this Facebook thing. I may have to do a test stream because I may try to totally wipe out Facebook as a destination and then come back and do it as a destination again. Redo it. Because I went yesterday after it didn't work yesterday. I went back and looked, and I reconnected, and it says, "Yep, you're good to go." And I'm thinking, oh, okay, well maybe that's, but they're still not coming in here. I do not. Oh, wait a minute. When streaming to your profile, Facebook sets privacy to friends only. If you want viewer comments to show up on StreamYard, you need to make your streams public on Facebook. Maybe that is the problem. But I don't know why that. I don't know why some of these things they change settings. Because once I get something set up, I don't ever mess with it. I don't want to mess it up. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe this isn't. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can do this on the fly or not. Probably not. Looks like Facebook is going bonkers on me here. But anyway, it's time for me to get off here anyway. Got a lot to do today. A lot of stuff to do. It's another beautiful day. So I'm going to get out of here, let y'all get on with your day. And I'll keep working. You Facebook folks, I love my Facebook peeps over there. So I'll keep working on it and try to get it figured out here. It's probably just some stupid setting that I'm not doing. But anyway, we'll get it straightened out. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I guess we're going to make this a thing again for a while. We'll see how it goes. So I appreciate y'all coming in. We've had, I don't know how many of y'all on Facebook, because I'm not, well, it looks like there's like 6, if that number's right. I don't know if that's right or not. It says there's 6 people watching on Facebook, but there's 26 y'all here on the tubes. So anyway, thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me this morning. Listen to me talk about silly stuff. And we will see y'all tomorrow morning. Everybody have a good one.